Hey News, it's me again. Hi. I told you I'm going to bring you little clips and some stuff that I'm picking up. I got to stay positive. We got to stay positive. The president has this, I'll tell you right now. There's just no way. We've been following the president. He knew this was going to happen. He has it down packed. We have to go through the channels of going through the courts, and and then once it goes through the courts, it will be at the Supreme Court. And then, there's a lot of things going to happen. So you know what? Don't listen to these dates, December 14th and December 8th, because I'm going to tell you, we are the majority. I keep saying it. There's many Republicans out there that are doing a great job. I'll tell you now, when you listen to this guy, now I'm going to show you, you're going to hear the lawsuits that his group put out. That's going to be great. Also about the stock market. That was wonderful today. 30,000. And you know what? And don't listen. Why that happened. That happened because of President Trump and the vaccines. That's it. Okay? I don't want to hear what they're saying out there because I know, and you know what? It's a bunch of bullshit. Okay? It's bullshit. So let's listen to this now. I'm going to give you this twice because, hold on a minute. Hold on. Got to get this down packed. All right, so let's listen to this little one first.
A record-setting day on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrials up 455 points, surpassing 30,000 for the first time in history. The S&P also hitting a record close up 58 points. The Nasdaq up 156 points. Volume on the big board picking
this is
up to
all
6.3
pertaining to
shares.
President Trump.
Crude oil gaining 4%. It's
since
now
he came into office.
81 cents a barrel. And
imagine this. Even after this hoax of a pandemic. See that? And then let's go here. All right.
Dana Nessel says her office will investigate the threats made against Republicans on the
Wait, this is even incredible. Listen to this. There's actually a governor that's going to investigate the attacks to the Republicans. You know, the two canvassers and all of that. Like, you know what? She probably fell on her head. So let's hear Lucy. Look at this.
Dana Nessel says her office
Dana
will investigate
Nessel.
the threats made against Republicans on the Wayne County Board of Canvassers.
Yep.
It took a number of days for her to figure that out. One of those canvassers, Monica Palmer, told us last week on this broadcast that she received graphic threats, violent threats, including threats against her children.
Yep.
The Amstead project, headed by attorney Phil Klein, filing a new lawsuit in Wisconsin last night. The lawsuit
listen closely, guys. This is good news.
157,000 illegal votes cast in that state, and they should be tossed. The lawsuit claims that votes were cast by people who didn't reside in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that?
People who voted
Can't
twice,
make this shit up.
and by voters who avoided the Wisconsin voter ID laws. Joe Biden won the state of Wisconsin, says the board, by just over 20,000 votes. Well, joining us tonight is the man leading the Amstead project, Phil Klein.
So listen when I say what people are doing out there.
I'm delighted, Phil, to have you with us. And I want to say, first of all, it's my understanding that you filed suits now in 6 states. Is that correct?
Yes, we are in the process. We already have suits in 6 states, but we're filing more based on
filing more.
And this new data is?
What we put together is a series of decisions at the local level, by the way, funded and encouraged by the flow of $350 million of Mark Zuckerberg monies that allowed for the infusion of these questionable or fraudulent ballots into the stream to be counted. And the analysis through using government data, Lou, and then calling out to voters and asking them about their behavior, getting them to sign affidavits, is that in each one of these swing states, there are hundreds of thousands of votes in question, as you mentioned in Wisconsin. And in addition to the ballots you mentioned in Wisconsin, we've identified over 12,000 Republicans who voted whose votes were not counted according to the state's data. So what you had is $350 million coming in, the creation of all this Dropbox, consolidated counting centers in the urban core around the nation, Zuckerberg money paying the election judges and officials inside
That
the
is
rooms,
not right.
and then Republicans in America kicked out of the counting room. And that can't stand and should not stand as a fair and integral election.
It is stunning how the left in this
Yep.
country has suddenly acquiesced, forgotten its responsibility, and is now ignoring these billionaire oligarchs, most of them from Silicon Valley and social media, big tech, who are trying desperately to take over this election and manipulate it. We heard the testimony of Dr. Robert Epstein again this summer, and now he's confirming that what he said has happened, that there was an effort by Google to sway the vote, and they succeeded at the very least, to the tune of 6 million voters. Your thoughts about the role of money here, and what has to be done to stand up to that kind of corrupt influence?
Well, you said it, Lou, oligarchs. And there's two things that you need to do to control the country. You want to control the flow of information. Check. All the censorship, what Google did. And then you want to control the way a country selects its leaders. And that's really the unspoken story to the American people. Mark Zuckerberg's monies alone matched the federal government appropriation for elections this year. $400 million. Google also gave money to this effort. And we now have evidence pursuant to court order that they turn it over because they don't want to share this information with the American people. We have evidence that they actually told local election officials how to manage the election.
You hear
in
this?
these core Democrat areas where you see all the problems. That was Zuckerberg and a group called the Center for Tech and Civic Life telling them what to do. And I give you this thought. They told America we needed to consolidate counting centers. For COVID, we're going to create a crowd to protect us from COVID. That makes no sense. Right. The reason they did it
Well, so much
is they
doesn't.
wanted Republicans to see, and they wanted to infuse fraudulent ballots, and they did it.
Phil, I want to ask you as we're wrapping, because we heard from Paul Ryan, the former Speaker of the House, and the man who most people hold responsible for the Republicans losing control of the House in 2018, talking about how it's not good to question our elections and the lack of integrity in them because it just destroys our faith in democracy. I want to just hear what you think about suspending critical judgment when it comes to our electoral system. We got about 30 seconds. I'd just like to get your reaction.
So I never investigated anybody who wanted me to investigate them. But I would add this. You and I remember, Lou, the hanging chads and the dimpled chads because we were in the counting room. America has the right to be in the counting room. They boarded up the windows and kicked us out, and they put a billionaire in there. And we have to investigate why.
Phil Klein is doing just that, investigating. And Phil, we thank you very much for being with us. Look forward to talking to you soon. And we should.
You know, did you hear this? This makes me sick because I'll tell you what. These people that are rich like this, they have dirty money. That's dirty money. Their money hurts people when they should be helping people. Can you imagine this, guys? I want every person to listen to me, especially people out there that are trying to have a business, just trying to have the American dream, to know what these people have done, okay? To understand, and then they want us to come together? Bunch of bullshit. They're lucky they walk around. I'll tell you right now, this is disgusting. Hearing about Zuckerberg and all of them probably, and don't care about you and your family because they're rich. They have dirty money. And all that money does, it's going to take them down. They should all go down. Tell you right now, this is disgusting to hear that. And God bless all these people that are coming out there with these affidavits and all that's coming out with the lawsuits, I'll tell you right now, we will prevail. Talk to you later. Love you guys.